Hi everyone, welcome to my most recent video blog post. For those of you who are new to my work, my name is Krista Davis. I am a DC-based career and leadership coach, and I specialize in teaching women how to love or leave their jobs. Today's post was inspired directly by one of my clients who is in my group coaching program. In our final session a few weeks ago, she excitedly shared that she had decided to pursue her passion of becoming a certified coach. She shared that this had been an interest of hers for the past 5 years, but she had always put it off due to it not being practical or timing not being right, and really fell into those excuses of, I'll do it when it makes sense. She shared that by recognizing what this was doing to her and what she really wanted, she was able to let go of the excuse of practicality and really step into her passion and her full potential by choosing to enroll in coaching school. How many of you can relate to rationalizing your choices, trying to be logical or practical, while sacrificing yourself and your true desires or aspirations in the process? I know that I can definitely relate to this, and I'd like to share my own personal story of how I almost chose practicality instead of my passion. Before I became a full-time business owner, I had my coaching practice on the side, and I was working in nonprofits full-time. I came up with the idea that I wanted to work 2 years in the private sector in a corporate coaching role in order to get experience, so that way I could eventually move my business to full-time. Very practical, right? Sounds like a great idea. I started interviewing for roles, and the interviews were great. It was everything I should have wanted in a job. But there was that nagging sense of things just not feeling right. And I chose to look inward when I asked myself, why was I interviewing for these full-time roles? It was all about fear. It was all about the fear of taking the risk of going out on my own and not having the security of a steady paycheck coming in. When I was honest with myself about why I was doing what I was doing, I was able to really examine the beliefs and the thinking that was leading to my choice to pursue a full-time coaching role. What I realized was, while I thought I was being practical and rational, it was actually completely irrational thinking that was guiding me in my choices. What I mean by that is I was discounting the fact that I could have a successful business, I could create my own paycheck, and the security of a full-time job, security is an illusion. And I was just making excuses. Once I was able to flip that perception of practicality on its head, I was able to see the truth and make the decision that best supported me, while also taking into account the uncertainty and the risk that went into the choice. It's been over a year since I went full-time with my business, and it was the best decision I ever made for myself. I share my story because I know there are other women that can relate to this. Whether or not you have a desire to go full-time with your business, maybe it's a job that you want to leave, Maybe it's a side project that you want to step into. Maybe it's speaking up or a leadership role that you want to take on. We talk ourselves out of it in the name of playing it safe, being logical or rational or practical. Here's the thing though. The rationality, that's just fear in disguise. When you really uncover the illusion of what's practical and look underneath, it's all about protecting ourselves and playing it safe. If this resonates with you, I encourage you to do an audit, like what I did. Really looking at where you might be playing it safe, or where you feel yourself making choices based on what you should do, what's rational, what's logical, and question them. Ask yourself why. And here's the thing about fear. There's nothing wrong with feeling fearful or anxious or uncertain. Those are normal experiences to have. But when it hides, when fear hides and plays a trick on us, like it seemed like we're doing the smart thing to do, then we're letting fear govern our lives instead of us. Take some time, take out your journal, and ask yourself these questions about where you're choosing to be practical or safe. What's that really about? And what can you do? What's one action step that you can take to support yourself to move in a direction that aligns with what you truly want? This is not to say also just to take an uncalculated risk. Definitely not advocating for that. This is really about looking at where you might be hiding or you might be neglecting your potential in the name of practicality so that you can make intentional choices moving forward that will lead you towards what is truly right for you. If you truly desire happiness, fulfillment, balance in your life, pursuing what is rational or practical or what you should do will not bring you that. Take some time to do these exercises and think about what we've talked about in this post. I love to hear from you, so feel free to drop me questions in the comments. Let me know what you took away from this exercise and let me know how I can support you. I'm here for you. I love supporting women taking their lives to the next level. So get in touch with me, and I really hope that you found this post to be valuable.